just gonna get started. We're gonna take child's position. So knees wide spread on the mat. Extend your arm forward. I'm gonna double flexion. There you go. Extend your arms forward. Release that forehead to the mat. And we're just gonna start to breathe here. So inhaling through our nose and exhaling through our nose. A few more moments here to just connect to our breath, check in with how we're feeling today. Making our way to a tabletop position. So place those wrists underneath your shoulders, knees underneath the hips. And we're going to drop the belly down and lift the chin, bringing those collarbones forward, and then rounding through the belly, down into the back. Arching here. Exhaling, drop the belly once again, chin up. Inhaling, draw that belly button up and in towards the spine. Exhale, drop the belly. Inhale, round to the back. Take a few of these at your own pace. Dropping the belly and rounding to the back. Connecting the movement to your breath. Maybe you go fast, maybe you go slow. Just warming up your spine here. Maybe you even start to create other movement here. Maybe you make big hip swivels. Or maybe you take some head rolls, dropping the chin. Whatever feels good here. As you loosen up the body, loosen up the spine. Connecting each movement to your breath. Eventually making your way back to that child's position. Spread your knees wide again, extending your arms forward. Melt the chest down and reconnect to your breath. On your next inhale, shift forward to a Sphinx position, swimming all the way to your stomach. Plant your forearms down on the mat and take your shoulders up and roll them back. So you're pressing away from the mat, drawing that belly button up and in. Maybe take some head rolls here in this Sphinx position. Letting out some big breaths here. Just releasing the day. We're going to plant those hands down and gently lift up with the elbows, not fully straightening, but drawing that belly button up and in towards the spine in this gentle cobra pose. And then lowering down to our stomachs. We're going to take our arms out to the side in a T position, You can option to bring that right elbow to a cactus position, cactusing the arm like this. Plant it down, take that left leg up and over. We're gonna stretch that right shoulder blade, letting that left hip hang heavy. Remembering to breathe here. Eventually, make your way back to a neutral position in the center. Place your hands by your shoulders. Gently press up. Maybe not fully extending to the elbows. Keep those elbows tucked in. Draw that belly button up and in towards the spine. And then release down. Extending the arms out once again to that T position. Feel free to cactus that left arm. Plant it down. Take the right leg up and over. Letting that right hip hang heavy. Stretching out the left shoulder. And just breathing here. Take a few more breaths. And make your way back to center. Plant the hands. One more inhale, pressing up. Exhale, take it back to child's pose. Knees wide spread, arms forward, releasing the back. Reconnecting to the breath. Big inhales, big exhales through the nose. We're gonna come forward back to that tabletop position. Take a few more cat-cow, dropping the belly, lifting the chin. Inhaling round to the back. Exhale, drop the belly. Maybe take some more fluid movements here at your own pace. Stretching anything out that you need to, that feels good. Listening to your body. Eventually plant that left hand down to the mat. Inhale, lift the right arm up to the sky, gazing at the thumb. And then we're gonna interlace it underneath the body. Taking it underneath the left arm, shoot it out, stretching that right shoulder blade, keeping the hips really tall still. And then we're placing that left hand back there. Come up back to a tabletop. Take a few fluid motions here at your own pace. Doing what feels good to loosen up. Eventually planting that right hand down. Extend up fully through that left arm to the ceiling, gazing at the thumb. And then exhale, interlace it underneath the right arm. Keeping the hips tall. Stretching that left shoulder now. And eventually come back up to that neutral position. Take a few more cat-cow at your own pace. Eventually extending out to a full high plank position. So tuck the toes underneath, lift the hips. We're gonna try and dome through our upper back, drawing our belly button in. Ground down to that left hand, and we're gonna open up to the side. Taking that right arm up to the sky, lifting our hips. Just a really gentle balance here. Helping our stabilizing muscles. And then plant that right hand down. Maybe wiggle out here. And plant the right hand, opening up to the left now. Lifting the hips. Gazing up at that left thumb. Testing our balance. Eventually planting that hand down. If you'd like to, you can take a traditional chaturanga, or you can plant the knees down and bend at the elbows, keeping the elbows tucked in, push up. Inhaling to an up dog, back to a child's pose, knees wide spread, arms extended forward. Maybe sway your torso side to side, if that feels nice. Or extending fully through your fingertips forward, tailbone back. We're gonna walk our hands back to our knees now, coming to a seated position on our heels. Inhale, lift those arms up to the sky. And then exhale, draw the arms to one side of your body, shifting your hips off to the other side. Gazing up underneath that tricep. Inhale, re-extend the arms up. Sending the arms to the opposite side. And shifting the hips off as well. Inhale, back up. Exhale, side bend. Inhale up. Exhale, side bend. One more, inhale up. Exhaling, side bend. Eventually, folding forward to a child's position, keeping the knees in a little bit more. Stretching a slightly different part of our back. And then coming up, tuck those toes, coming to a squat position in Malasana. So bringing our elbows to the inside of our knees, bring your hands to heart center and use those elbows to push the knees open. Trying to get those heels down, chest lifted here. A really good stretch here. Maybe you create some movement here if that feels good. Or maybe you're just still today. Maybe you close the eyes, take a couple breaths. Eventually planting that right hand down, we're gonna extend through the left arm, reaching up to the sky, using that right elbow to keep that knee back. And then replacing the left hand down, extending the right arm to the sky. Really lengthening here, reaching tall. And coming back to center. Roll those shoulders up and back, lifting through the chest. And then send those fingertips to the ground. We're gonna roll through our back. So arching through our back here, walk those fingertips out. Stretching a little bit. Maybe you walk the fingertips to the right. So we're really rounding through the back here, sending those fingertips out long. And maybe you walk those fingertips over to the left. Just a slightly different stretch in our back. Take it back to the center. And then coming back up, long flat back. Take a seated position now. We're gonna make our way all the way to our back. So rolling down, take that right knee into your chest and start to make some circles here. I'm gonna adjust the camera a little bit. Create some circles here with that hip. Eventually hugging it in. We're going to draw across our body, taking it to the left. Plant that right arm down to the mat in a T position and keep that right shoulder attached. Just a really gentle spinal twist here. Remembering to breathe. Coming back to center. Pull that right knee into your chest, hugging it in. And re-extend it out. Take that left knee into your chest now, doing the same thing, creating some circles here, loosening up the joints. And eventually hugging it in really tight. And then gently pulling it across the body. Once again, taking that left arm out to a T, keeping that left shoulder attached to the mat. Just really gentle twist here. You're ready, bring it back to a neutral position. Bringing both knees into your chest now. Take a few rocks side to side. Just massaging out that lower back. Maybe you can take your knees in a circular position. Getting the top of your hips here, massaging those out. Maybe you try and find other positions as well. Trying to get every inch of your back. Just massage it out on the ground. Relaxing it here. Switching up that knee position. Eventually coming to a happy baby. Take those legs up and grab on the outer edges of your feet here. Drawing the knees in towards the armpits. We're gonna rock side to side again once here. Once you get there, massaging at that back. Taking our last few moments here. As you exhale, try to make your exhales longer than your inhales. Just relaxing and enjoying this posture. If there's another posture that you feel like you need at this moment, feel free to do it now as you prepare for your final pose. If not, feel free to extend your legs one by one, coming to your final pose Shavasana. You're going to place your hands up towards the ceiling, tucking those shoulder blades underneath your back. And as you lie here, commit to staying fully still, starting with your toes, fully relaxing, up towards the ankles, the calves and thighs, committing to fully relax, to the hips, to the torso, and the chest. Coming up to the arms and the fingertips. Taking your face and squishing it and then relaxing it. Relaxing fully into this final pose, Shavasana. You'll be here for a little bit. The goal of this is to clear your mind and relax into this posture. I'll bring you out of it once we're done. Shavasana. Start to bring awareness back to your body. Maybe making bigger inhales and exhales. Maybe listening to the sounds within your room or outside the room. Maybe you start to wiggle your fingers and toes. And start to make other small movements. Maybe bringing your arms up over your head and inhaling, just like you're waking up in the morning. Eventually rolling to your favorite side. You can cradle your head with your arm in this fetal position. Eventually making your way to a seated position. And bringing your hands to heart center. Maybe close your eyes and take a big inhale through your nose. Exhaling out the mouth. Once again, inhaling. And exhaling. Taking a moment to be grateful for your body. Grateful for the sunshine. And anything else in your life that you're grateful for. Thank you for coming to yoga today. Have an amazing Wednesday. Namaste. Thank you so much for coming to class, Loretta. My name's Dee Dee. If you ever want to jump in again, I teach Mondays and Wednesdays and Thursdays at the same time from 12:10 to 12:45. So loved having you today. Awesome.